We are Khojas. Our community is very different to other Shia communities. Just analyze our community very briefly. You'll obviously come to some conclusions that our community is actually very different from other communities. Number one, we don't really have a homeland, do we? We don't have a nationality. We don't have a government. We don't have a police force. We don't have any kind of this kind of official organization or a state or a country or anything. So how do we fill this gap? Others will say, oh, we're going home. Where? Iran, Iraq, wherever. We're going home. Where do we go? Yeah, sure, we have some roots in different places of the world. Not truly our nationality home as such. How do we fill this gap? Well, we have institutions. We in our history have filled this gap by coming up and establishing our institutions. Our institutions effectively are like our governments, like our belonging, like our homes. Hence our very close attachment to mosque, madrasa, mimbar, Jummah, these things. These are all natural. We've all grown up with this. Now, our two very important institutions in the community. On one hand, we have Jamaat. Jamaat is a very important institution. What is a Jamaat? A Jamaat is what takes care of most of our basic needs. This is the role of a Jamaat. When we want to get married, it facilitates. When we die, it facilitates. Kushalis, it gives us. Wafats, it provides. Muharram, Arba'in, Ramadan, all of these, Shab Qadr, etc., Masjid provides. We come here, we get educated, our kids get educated, we play sports, we have our friends, we have our madrasa. When we grow up, our madrasa friends are still our friends, even though we are now into old age. Those we used to play football and this against, they are still our friends, even though now we are in old age. This is Jamaat. It's constant, it's in your face, it provides you with services, it's local, it's what you grow up remembering, it's what you cherish, and when you grow up you have that attachment to your Jamaat. You go to a different part of the world, the first thing you might say is, how is the local Jamaat? Where is it? What are the programs like? Does it have namaz-e-Jamaat? Does it have Jumerat? And all of this. This is Jamaat. Our second very, very special institution of the community, because our community is very small, but yet very widespread, becoming more and more diverse, more and more diverse, we require a global institution to keep us together, to unify, to provide an identity, to provide a standing on the world stage, to represent us in different things, to give us an outlet for our hukuk funds, to come up with policies. Those policies trickle down into local Jamaats. I want to know something that's happening with our community far off in a remote place in the world. Well, I have an institution. This is the World Federation. The World Federation exists to unify, solidify our community. The World Federation is not in your face. You may not even feel it. You may not even know it's there sometimes. People say, "Pan World Federation kare che su." Well, you are not meant to feel it in that sense. It's a global body. It's a policy-making body. It's a strategic body. If someone said to me, yes, I feel the effect of WF every day in my life, I'll say, well, I don't know how. It's not supposed to be like that. That's Jamaat's job. Jamaat is supposed to be in your face, always in touch with you. You have a lot of rapport with Jamaat. But WF, no. It's a global body. You're not supposed to feel it so much. So the fact is that when some people say ke kare che su, well, you're not supposed to actually be feeling it, because Jamaat is localized. WF is not localized, it's global. So it's unlikely that you will feel its value. So does it have a value? Well, I wish I could share with you some of my experiences. Alhamdulillah, Allah has given some of us tawfiq, that we travel and we meet different people, and we meet Shias of different nationalities, and we meet all of the other ulama, and we meet the maraji and the maraji's offices and different mu'mineen. And you will not believe how many people of these non-Khojas have said to me and others, we wish we had a body like WF. We wish we did. But as we say, Ghar ki murgi, dal barabar. We don't value. Very quick to criticize. Very quick to throw abuse. We don't know how lucky we are sometimes to have this kind of thing. Go to a Marja's offices, say I'm from the Khoja community. The first thing they'll say, World Federation, Federation Jahani, Aghay Mullah Asghar Marhum, Rahmatullah Alayh. They'll say these things. How? We are a tiny speck. I mean, come on. We really should not be having this much respect in the world if you actually look at our numbers. But it's our institutions which have done this for us.